Hey everyone, I'm Lauren from My Something Beautiful Life, and it is Makse Review Crew Day, which means we get to show you all of the brand new MäksēLife products that are coming out next week. So if you are a member of Club Makse, your launch day will be on October 21st, and launch day for the general public will be on October 22nd. So if you have questions about any of the products I am showing you, please leave them in the comments. I am happy to answer anything I can or get answers to anything I don't know. Also, I wanted to let you know I do have a discount code to use at MäksēLife. It is Lauren10, so you should be able to use that for 10% off your launch day order. This is a really good launch. It is full of some amazing products that I can't wait to show you. They really did an awesome job. Some of the accessories are just perfection and you're going to love them. But first I'm going to go through the planner and then we are going to go through all of the accessories. I have almost everything to show you. I think there's only a couple things that I didn't order, so I have almost everything. So let's just jump right into the planner. It still comes in this amazing box. The box is a little bit thicker than it was in past years, and this little logo down on the bottom corner is a little bit darker color, but other than that, the box is the same. It's a really good quality. I love these boxes because I store things in them throughout the year. This year, I think it's actually going to be storage for all of my interchangeable covers because the new MäksēLife Planner covers are all interchangeable. They are vegan leather and they are also reversible, which I will show you in just a minute. But this is the planner I chose. I believe it's called Dream Big. It has a navy polka dot design on it. It's really dark navy. It almost looks black, but it is navy. And then down on the bottom corner, it says Dream Big, Start Small, and that is foiled with like a light gold. It's really pretty. I love this cover so much. So let's move the box out of the way. So one thing I want to mention about the interchangeable covers, all of the new covers will be available to purchase separately as an interchangeable cover, except for two of them. This is one of them. So if you like this planner cover, you have to actually buy it on the planner itself. But most of the designs you can purchase them separately. I think the other one that you can't, it's like a solid color. I don't remember. I want to say it's like either gray or green. Honestly, I don't remember. It's like a solid, very neutral cover. That's the other one that's not available for purchase separately. But this is one of my favorite covers from the new launch. I have another favorite, which I will show you because I did get that one separately. But I absolutely love polka dots, and so I was totally sold on this one as soon as I saw it. Aside from the covers, probably one of the biggest changes that you're going to notice from the exterior of the planner is the coil size. They did make the coil bigger this year, and they did that for a couple reasons. First of all, because the covers are interchangeable, they wanted to make sure that if your planner got full, it didn't like pop off, that it was going to stay put. And so a larger coil was perfect for that. Also, if you use stickers, you're going to appreciate the larger coil. It honestly feels a little bit bulky, but I actually do have intentions of using some stickers this year and doing things that might make my planner a little thicker. And so I'm gonna wait to hold off judgment until I test this out throughout the year, because I think I might actually appreciate that as the year goes on. Right now it feels a little big for the planner size, but I think it might be okay. So just to compare, here's my 2024 MäksēLife Planner, and there's the coil size. So you can see the page size looks pretty much the same. I think it should be about the same, but you can definitely see the difference between the coils. Okay, I think I actually do want to show you the other covers before we go into the actual planner interior. So let me pull out those. Okay, so first of all, the inside of this cover is kind of a peach gingham. It's very light. To me, it actually almost looks a little bit yellow. So that is the interior of the Dream Big cover. And what makes them interchangeable is on the back, you have the little MäksēLife logo here. And so on the inside, you're going to have it here. So if you were to make them reversible, sorry, I think I said interchangeable earlier, reversible, if you're going to make them reversible, this will become your back cover and the back cover will become your front cover. So this would be what you see on the front. So that is how they are reversible. You just make sure that the nameplate logo is always on the back. Okay, so the other covers I got. This is the other one from the year that I absolutely love this design. It is a beautiful watercolor floral. If you know Hand Can Plan, this was actually painted by her daughter, Emma. I think they said she's 18 years old, and she's just amazingly talented. I love the bright colors of this. I think this cover is just absolutely beautiful. So Emma, if you were watching by some chance, thank you for sharing your talents with us, because I am absolutely in love with this cover. And then the interior of this one is going to be this pretty leaf pattern, which I also just love. It's very simple and clean, and I just think it complements the bright exterior so perfectly. So that is the other new cover from this launch. The other covers that I have are all from previous launches. They chose some of the best sellers from every year to make into interchangeable covers. Luckily for me, they picked all of my favorites, and so I got to pick all of my old covers that I've had previously, and then a couple more that I wish I had gotten. The ones that they did not do this year are this current year's, like the 2024 covers. Those ones are not available yet. I'm hoping that they will come out later, because there's some of those I would really love to have too. Okay, so the first one I have, this was actually my very first planner cover, or I should say the first time I ordered MäksēLife. This was the planner cover that I got, and I just love it. One thing I want to point out, actually, I don't think I mentioned this at all. Okay, so these covers are a vegan leather, and I'm going to take this one out and show it to you. I know I said I wasn't going to do accessories yet, but I really want to show you these covers since it is part of the planner. Okay, so these are a vegan leather cover. They have a really nice texture to them. The colors on this are amazing. They're so bold and vibrant and sharp, and I just love it so much. I think they totally nailed this. They are flexible, but they're not like flimsy. They do have a lot of strength to them. I'm pretty sure there's like a plastic layer in the middle there between the vegan leather layers. And while these are interchangeable, they made these gaps, if you can see, they are very close together. So you can switch them out, but you are going to have to do it pretty slowly. This is not something that you can just rip off and then pop the new one back on. They wanted to make sure that they did not fall off, and so they did make those gaps very close together to ensure that the cover stays on the planner throughout the year. So anyway, this is another one of the planner covers I chose. And then the back of it has this really pretty design on it, which I think just fits so perfectly with the front. The colors match exactly, but it's a completely different pattern, which I just think is really pretty. I love this, and it has the cute little birds right in the center. So I thought that was really fun. The next one I have is from the same year as this one, I believe, and it is this chevron design. It has the cute little MäksēLife heart down at the bottom. This is one that I loved the same time as this one, but I didn't end up picking it, so I'm really glad that I get the chance to have it now. And then on the back is this kind of speckled Dalmatian look, which I also love. Again, I love polka dots and anything similar to it. So this one was really fun for me. And so there's that one. And then the next two I have are from 2023, and these are two more of my favorite covers. This is probably one of my favorite covers that MäksēLife ever came out with. I was so sad when my planner ended this year because I just love this cover so much. Everything about the colors of it, the style, it's just totally me. So I'm so excited that they brought this one back. And then the back of that one is actually the pattern that was on the inside, like the inside cover when this planner was released. That year, each of the different cover designs had a different pattern that was pretty similar. So here's this one. This is the other one that was released that same year. And the inside of that one is kind of a pebbly look. Whatever design was on the inside cover of that year, those are the ones that are on the inside now. Those are the other covers that I have. So in total, I have 6 of the new covers. They have a lot more that you can choose from, but I just had to narrow it down to my favorites, and so those are the ones I picked. If there are covers that you like, definitely get them now, because some of them, once they sell out, they may not be coming back. And I think they said that there's a pretty limited stock of the interchangeable covers, so the ones that are not on the planners. So definitely, if you have one that you really like, get it as soon as you can. All right, now I promise we're actually going to get into the planner. So the first thing that we have is the Today bookmark. They had this last year too, and I just love it. I love bookmarks. Bookmarks save me when it comes to planning, because otherwise it's just way too hard to find my place. And so I absolutely love when they come with bookmarks that will fit on whatever binding that planner has. The majority of the interior of this planner is the same as it has been in past years. However, there are a few changes that they've made to it, and I'm really excited about them. I don't think there's anything they did this year that I'm disappointed in. Every change that they have made has just been an improvement in my opinion. Okay, so we have our title name page, this intro page where it has all of the links to where you can find MäksēLife, and then of course the welcome letter. And then this is the first change that has come to the planner. In previous planners, they had one of these for the next year in the back of the planner, which they still do. But now they have added one for the current year in the front of the planner. So you can use this to keep track of things that are going to happen throughout the year, way in advance of having to actually write them on your planner pages. So I love this overview. Then we get into the goal setting pages. This one does have a tab up here. And as far as I can tell, all of the goal setting pages are the same. We have the getting started page, the steps to follow to set your goals. We have instructions about the compass assessment, the life compass wheel, and then the assessment scoring. The next page is your intentions page, and it has your word of the year box. And then it goes into a whole bunch of tips on setting goals, which I absolutely love all of this instruction. I'm glad that they include it every year. I like to read over it and just do a refresh, and it just kind of helps to keep me aligned with the types of goals that I should be setting. So we have an overview here, and I love this box that talks about committing to goals, reviewing your goals, and then removing goals. Here's some tips for writing goals. The 3 types of goals. So you have stretch goals, progress goals, and maintenance goals. And I don't know if Sierra is going to do it again this year, but in the past, during December, she has had some training on goal setting. If she doesn't do it this year, there are multiple years worth of trainings that you can go back and see on YouTube. I will try to find those and link them below too, so you can watch those if you'd like. So there's tons of explanation about all of these pages and all of the steps. They're just so helpful, especially if you're trying to set goals for the first time or you've just never really understood how to set goals. Her trainings are amazing for that. The next page, it gives you some instruction for the different goals that you're going to set. So here we have some tips for the annual goals, your monthly goals, your weekly goals, and then some tips about doing your weekly reflections. I also really love this page. If you were kind of stuck in a certain area of life, not knowing what kind of goals to set in that area, this page is very helpful. It gives you ideas of things to consider in each area of life, of things that you may want to set goals around. And then on this page, we have a mind map where you can brainstorm your goals or just any ideas that you're thinking of. I love this pre-planning space. I use this every year because I always just like to kind of brainstorm what goals I'm going to set before actually deciding which direction I want to go for the year. And then here's your space for your annual goals. So there's a half sheet for each of your goals. So this is a 2-page spread. So you have 4 pages for that. And then it goes into your vision board, which is another thing I love to do. I have so much fun with my vision board every year. Maybe this year I will film it as I do it. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, because I think that could be really fun. Just kind of film as I put together my vision board, and you guys can watch that. And then after the vision board, this is another new page that we haven't seen before, and I am obsessed with this. This is your idea garden. Okay, so let's go back to the brainstorming one. So when I am brainstorming for my goals, there's a lot of things that I will want to do, but maybe it's just not right now, or there's just other things that are more pressing. The idea garden is for anything else that you might want to do at some point, but just maybe not right now. So I am really excited about having a space to write all of that down. I think this is probably one of the best ideas. And while you could even do this at the beginning of the year, you could also just keep this as a space to add to throughout the year as something comes up. If at any point you think, oh, that would be a good goal to set at some point, put it on your idea garden, and then it will be there later for you to reference. So I am really excited about them adding in this page. And then we go into our months. Each monthly page has a laminated tab on it. I'm trying to decide. I think this is actually like the same weight as the other paper. Like, I don't think these dividers have any extra weight to them. Here is our monthly calendar. It's the same as we've seen before. I love how clean and simple it is. We have a quote up here each month, and then you have the little mini month in the bottom for next month. There are some holidays written in, and then of course the column for notes on the side. The next page for each month will be the monthly goals. This is the same also that we've seen in the past. Nothing has changed here. And then it goes into your reflection page and your weekly actions. The weekly actions page, also the same as it has been. However, the reflections page got a bit of a makeover. Keeping in mind that some people do not use this page for reflections and use it for other notes throughout the week, they did want to leave most of it blank so that you could use it for whatever if that's what you needed. But they also added some more structure to it in case you are using it for reflections. So let's fold this back so you can see. Okay, so if you can see, there are little dots along the sides, both on this side and then also on this side. And these are guidelines in case you wanted to section off this page for the different reflection questions. So right here you'll see it says wins, working, not working, lessons, and adjustments. So if you wanted to draw the lines across, then you would have your page sectioned off for those different areas. The other change that they made was on the bottom here. The reflection page used to always have a coaching tip. It still does have your coaching tip each week, but then it also has a journal prompt and an affirmation. So it just gives you a little bit more guidance each week, just to give you a more intentional focus on how you're living your life. So I am really excited about that change as well. And then, like I said, the weekly page is the same as it has been. And as always, after your weekly actions, you have your weekly layout. Again, this is the same. I have the vertical layout. There's also a horizontal option, but as far as I can tell, everything is the same on here. These columns are 1.5 inches wide so that you can use your standard sticker kits in here if you want to. We have a little box down here at the bottom for whatever you might want to use it for. I think originally it was intended for gratitude, but it could also be for your meal plans, your workout plans, maybe your favorite moment for the day. There's tons of different ways that you could use it. And then on the sidebar, we have some space for notes and your habit tracker. So this is all the same. And then it just goes into the next weekly action page and your reflection page. And it will continue like that for the rest of the month. At the very end of each month, you do have a monthly reflection page as well with some prompts that you can answer. It has my biggest wins for the month were things that are currently working in my life, things that are currently not working, what I learned this month, what improvements or adjustments do I need to make going into next month? What am I most grateful for right now? Habits I want to nurture next month, an area I want to focus on next month, and then rate your overall satisfaction for the month. And it has the scale of 1 to 10. And then it will go into the next month, which just repeats. Then when you get to the end of the quarter, so here's March. If we flip to the end of March, you have your monthly reflection page, and then you also have a new quarterly compass page to fill out. What I like here too is that it has a current level and a previous level, so you can kind of compare where you've been from the beginning of the year and evaluate that every quarter. And then on the back of this page, you just have a notes page. And then at the end of the month, we will flip to December. Sorry, at the end of the year, after December. Okay, so December still has your monthly reflections and your quarterly compass, which I think this may have been added in. I don't remember if there was a quarterly compass at the end of December, because usually that's when you would do the brand new compass assessment from the beginning of the planner. So this might be new. Okay, hold on, let me check. Nope, that was there in previous years too. At least in last year's. Maybe they added it in then. I don't remember. For some reason, I was thinking that December didn't have a quarterly compass, but it does. And then, of course, the notes page. And then you have a tab for extras. So here you have your 2026 overview where you can pre-plan for next year. And it has the same line space and some dot grid space down here at the bottom. And then you have some pages of notes. And I believe there's 7. So there's 2, 4, 6, 7. Then you have your pocket folder in the back and your sheet of stickers that is coiled in. And then that's the end of the planner. Another thing to take note of with these covers is that there is no pocket on the back. and that is so that they could be reversible. Also, maybe they couldn't do it with the vegan leather. I don't know. I don't know that for sure. That's also possible too. It does make them reversible, not having the pocket on the back cover. With this pocket in here, I never actually use the pocket on the back cover anyway. I'm more likely to use this one just because they tend to be more easily accessible. As long as it has this, I'm good. I don't need a pocket on the back cover. And of course, always love the stickers. That is the new, oh, there's the ruler. Okay, that's the new MäksēLife Planner. All right, so let's talk about some of the fun accessories now. And the first accessory that I want to talk about are the new Folios. I got both colors because I couldn't decide. This is probably the accessory I am the most excited about. And after seeing them, I'm even more excited because they are absolutely beautiful. It is made of a vegan leather, but if I didn't know that it was a vegan leather, I would totally think it was real leather. It is just very, very soft. It has such a good feel to it, and they seriously thought of everything with this folio. So let's pull that over and I'll show you. Okay, so this one, it's kind of a cream color. I'm not sure what they're actually calling it, but it's just kind of an off-white cream, maybe a taupe-ish color. I'm not sure. Anyway, so there's that one. And then this one is a very, very dark navy blue. It's very close to black, but it is not black. And I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but when you see it in real life, you can see the blue tones in it. But both colors are absolutely beautiful. I have zero regrets about getting both of them. I do think I like this one a little bit better though. I think this one's my favorite. Okay, they have a snap closure. You get two different snaps, so as it expands, you can use the further one out. What I also like is that this is elastic, so it will stretch to fit around your planner as it gets bulkier. On the back of it, you actually have another pocket too. This folio is just full of pockets. There are so many in here, and I am just loving it so much. So I'm gonna take out the foam and open it up. Okay, so this side is pretty standard. It has one pocket here, and that's probably to hold your cover. So this will just slip inside of it. If you needed to use it as a pocket, you totally could because you can still get to it, but that's what will hold your planner in. Oh, also over here, there's an elastic pen loop, and there is space in it for two different pens, which I love that too. And they actually designed it so that it won't interfere with your tabs, so that you can have your pens there and it won't mess up your tabs at all. So here's what the planner looks like inside the cover, and it will close like that. I can snap it closed and it fits in there perfectly. Even with the huge coil, it fits wonderfully. And now I want to show you all of the pockets that are on the front inside cover. So over here, it's just pockets galore. Okay, so first of all, in the very back, there's a pocket back here. There's also a zipper pocket right there. And then up here at the top, we have pockets, and these pockets go all the way down. So I'm not at a good angle for demonstrating this. Actually, let's take the planner out. Hold on. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, so small pockets right here go down to the bottom. This one goes all the way across, all the way down to the bottom. Again, I'm not at a good angle for showing that. You can take my word for it. They go all the way down. There's two here that are divided, and then the one up here. And in case that wasn't enough pockets, up at the top, this also opens up into a pocket. And this is huge. This would fit a full-size letter sheet of paper and then some. So you are definitely going to have plenty of room in this for anything that you need to store. When they were showing us all of these products, they demonstrated it and showed how many different pens you can put in there. So I only have the Makse highlighters. I don't remember what they're called. Makse markers. So I have those. I don't have the dot markers, but when they were demonstrating it for us, they had both sets in here. Since I don't have those, I do have these though. And so we can take these and put them in. I should have mentioned too, I got these for free with my order. I think if you spend $100, you get this set of pens for free. I don't know how long that will last, probably until they run out. You can also buy them separately, and I really like these pens. They have little sayings on them. So this one says, "Not asking for permission," which is one of my favorites. "My mindset is my superpower," which that one is really hard to see. Rest, don't quit. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay, so pens go inside this pocket. So I have 2 sets of pens in there. Now I'm going to grab the planner and put that back in, and we will see how it closes. I love how it fits in there. It just goes in so snug. So I really like that. Okay. And then, oh, that it doesn't even make a difference. It's so amazing. Okay, so all of those pens are in there and it still fits perfectly. Like, it doesn't feel bulky at all, which goes true to what they told us it would do, but I just hadn't tried it yet. But I am really excited about these folios. That is probably pretty obvious by now because I think I've said it about 5 times. Anyway, another thing that I have been really having fun doing, if I can find them. Okay, I like to take the covers and see what the covers look like with the different folios. So here is pretty floral. I really love the contrast of that one with the cream. Here's the blue and red flowers. Pretty much they all look really good. I don't think any of them clash, but it's just kind of fun to see what they look like just in case you wanted to match some of them together. That one's pretty similar to that. Or you have the polka dots. I should do the backs too. Okay, let's go through and do the backs. So here's the back of that one. And that one, those two are pretty similar. Both of the backs are pretty simple, neutral. There's the birds and the floral design. And then the pretty leaves. Oh, that looks really pretty. I just love the way all of them look. And we'll do it with the blue one too. So hold on, let me pull this out. I'm really excited about how much can fit in here. It's like taking an entire office with you wherever you go. Okay, so here's the blue. Take out the foam. So it has the same pockets in here. Oh, and the inside here is kind of a velvet material. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just very soft. That's also really nice. Okay, and then I feel like against this cover, you can see that this is more blue. It normally looks black to me, but then when I put it next to this, suddenly I could see the blue tones in it. All right, so there's the polka dots and the peach. Flowers. The pretty leaves. That one looks really pretty too. Blue and red. And then the background, or the inside of the cover. Purple chevron. And then the back of it. I'm trying to remember what this one's called. Blackberry fields? Maybe blackberry fields, something like that. So there's that one. And then the inside. And then the chevron and the polka dots. All of those look so good. I just love seeing the color combinations together. Okay, so anyway, that is the new folios. I love them so much. I think you're going to love them too. If this is the type of thing that you think you would use, don't pass on this because I really think that you will love these. Okay, and since I already talked about the pins, let's go through the other free gifts with purchase that you will get for ordering. Okay, so how cute is that little charm? You can buy these separately, but they are a free gift with purchase. I think they come with the planner. So if you buy the flagship planner, I believe that's when you get this charm. And then the other free gift with purchase this year is the new reflections journal. So they have done this for a couple years now. I should open it and show you the inside. But I believe this is the 3rd year that they've offered this. And again, you can purchase these separately as well, but they will be included with your order, I think, if you order the flagship. Inside of it, it just has some reflections questions for you to go through as you are thinking about your goals for next year. So we have a end of year compass. Oh, and one thing I should point out, the cutoff text at the top, that's intentional. That's not a mistake. They did that on purpose. So if you see that, just know it's supposed to be there. Anyway, okay, compass page. And then we have reflection questions here. What am I saying no to in 2025? What am I going to say yes to in 2025? Here are some more journaling type questions. What wins and accomplishments did I have? What were some highlights and memorable moments? What were the most significant challenges I faced and how did I overcome them? And what did I learn about myself this year? What things are currently working in my life? What things are currently not working well in my life? How do I want people to experience me in the coming year? What adjustments do I want to make to my life in 2025? A letter to me. And then some blank pages to brain dump, either reflections or notes or whatever you want it for. So that is the 2025 reflections journal. And you can see here, it's got title of it blind embossed on the edge of it, which is really pretty. So those are the free gifts with purchase. The next accessory I want to show you is the new planning caddy. This is another thing I'm really excited about. I think this is just such a fun idea. So it has the cute little MäksēLife wheel on the snap, and then the cover, so it doesn't just snap, but it also velcros, which you can tell because it's loud. Okay, so then this will flip over behind it and you can, oh, not that one, this one. You can snap that in and then it will just sit there on your desk like that. Or of course, if you close it, then you have the handle up at the top. There's also a pocket back here where you can put some accessories. And then on the inside, we have some adjustable pockets. So these are Velcroed, so you can take them out if you need a larger space, or you could do it this way, or take them both out if you need the whole width of it. There are these two pockets here on the front too that are actually pretty wide, so they would actually hold quite a bit. I feel like they would be good for washi tape because they're kind of thicker. Yeah, you could do that. That actually might be a little too bulky, at least for me, but maybe if you like staggered them. Yeah, that's better. I could do that. So there's the pockets on the front. And then on the inside, this is a pocket right here. And then you have these kind of like smaller card pockets. And this will fit your pens. So you could put the whole tube in there, or you could just put the individual pens in. I kind of like the idea of keeping the whole tube in there. It fits in there perfectly. But this is just a great way to keep a lot of your planning accessories nearby and accessible and organized. And so I'm really excited about this. Plus the color is really pretty. I love this green on the inside. One thing to know, this will not fit your planner. It is smaller than that. So here's the planner, and so you can kind of see a comparison. The planners will not fit in here. Maybe if you took out both of these pockets, let's see. I think you could probably set it like this. It's tight, but you kind of can, like that kind of works. I think it's still tight that way though. I don't think I would want to do it, but it's not really made for your planner. It's just made for your accessories. But this is just such a fun new product and I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be really good for organizing all of my supplies. Okay, and then staying along the same lines of planner accessories, here are their new functional planning stickers. I'm so excited that they brought these back. I know they had a sticker book a little while ago, and I'm gonna take this out of the plastic since it's noisy. Okay. Anyway, I know that they had a sticker book a while ago and I never ended up getting it. So when I saw this, I was very excited to grab it. So here we have some Area of Life circle stickers, and there's 2 sheets of each design. So there's those ones. Here we have some color coding dots. Again, 2 sheets of those. These ones are some boxes and flags. Okay, so let me see if I can show you. These ones are just square boxes. These ones are actually cute little flags. I'm going to try to pull one up. Okay, so you can see how cute are those. And now we'll see if I can get it back on the sticker sheet. Close enough. Okay, anyway, so that's what's on that sheet. Here we have some more boxes, and then these are also flags. 2 of those. Some bigger boxes. And we have those for every area of life. And I think that is the rest of it. So that is what is inside the functional sticker pack. I'm happy about these. I really love matching stickers, and I was kind of bummed that I never got the old sticker book. I'm glad that I got another chance to get some matching MäksēLife stickers. The next new product that I have to show you, this is the Living a Purposeful Life Undated Weekly Desk Easel. Normally this is not something that I would at all be interested in. Pretty much anytime they have something that's like a set it up on your desk type of thing, I never really get behind that. But when I saw what was inside of this one, I kind of fell in love with it. And so I definitely wanted to try it out. Okay, so it unfolds and it will set up kind of like that. And then there are 53 weeks of life coaching tips, mindset affirmations, and reflective journal prompts to be used with the MäksēLife goal setting system. Okay, so, the inside cover says who you become in the process of working towards your goals is as important, if not more so, than crossing the finish lines of achievement. So this is what each page looks like. You have an affirmation here at the top. It does say week 1. And then you have a coaching tip. And then on the back of each page, you have a journaling prompt that you can fill out and a little line section to do that in. And these pages will actually rip out. They are perforated. I'm trying to decide if I want to do that or if I just want to leave them in here as a cute little book. I haven't decided yet. I think this is just such a good idea. I love the idea of having it like front and center, propped up somewhere where you can see it. I'm trying to flip through the pages, but I'm at a really weird angle. Anyway, there you go. But I think this is really cool, and so I'm excited to start using this next year too. And then the last two things that I have to show you are the new toolkits. I heard these described as things that Sierra wishes she could put inside the MäksēLife Planner, but there's just not room for it. But there is a lot of valuable things in here that I am really excited to start using. So there are two different toolkits. We have the annual goals toolkit and the quarterly goals toolkit. So if you did want to use these regularly, you would need 4 quarterly ones for an entire year. Each packet has enough pages in it for 1 quarter. But this is even something that you could do every 6 months if you wanted to get 2 of them, or just have them to reference if you just wanted to maybe fill out the information on a different page and you could just reference what was in it. So let's flip through them and I will show you what's inside of each one. Okay, so let's go over the annual toolkit first. So I've seen these demonstrated, but I haven't actually looked through them myself. I'm excited to actually see them in real life. Okay, I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. Okay, hopefully that makes it a little bit easier to see. The first thing that we have is a perpetual calendar. Folded up, these pages are a little bit less than A5. So if you have A5 booklets or if you have the daily planner that's A5, these will fit inside of it really well because they are a little bit smaller pages. And then when they fold out, it gives you extra space, but still allows you to keep it in even the A5 planners. So anyway, here's your perpetual calendar, and the back of that one is just blank. The next page is goal setting quick tips. This I actually think used to be in the planner, and I think they took it out to make room for the idea garden. So I like that they brought it back in some form. So it is here inside the annual toolkit. And again, that one's blank on the back. Here's another page for my personal values, and it has space for 5 values and a short place to reflect on what it means to you. There's also a website up here where you can take a values assessment if you need some help discovering what your values are. So, and then that one is also blank on the back. I think most of these don't fold out. It looks like most of these are just single page. I think that perpetual calendar is the only one that folds out. Okay, so here is an AM and PM routines. It has space for your ideal routine and your minimum routine. And it says next to it, mid to high energy and low energy. So you can develop 2 different routines, and if you need to fall back on the minimum routine, then you already have that planned out. And if you're somebody who's reliant on your routines, then maybe having another option from like your full routine can still help keep you balanced. These are pages that I'm really excited about because I did something like this last year. They actually have these pages as a free printable on their website. I will link to that in the description below too. And this was a game changer for me when I was setting my goals last year. It kind of just made everything click, and so I absolutely love this. And I can't wait to do this again next year. So there is one of these for each of the areas of life. So we have personal, fun and recreation, work and learning, family and relationships, health and wellness, spiritual and personal growth, financial, and physical environment. So those are the same, just each one with a different area of life. Here are some questions to reflect on for each of the areas of life too. So again, we have some for personal, fun and recreation, and it goes through all of them. I don't need to list them all off again because we just did that. But anyway, there's questions just to kind of give you something to reflect on as you're setting your goals, maybe give you insight as to what types of goals you should be setting in those areas. So that's also really helpful. And then the last two things in this packet, these ones are actually cardstock, so they're a little bit thicker. And we have one for my personal mission statement and another for my word of the year. So these are things that you might want to post somewhere where you can look at it frequently. They are a little bit more durable, so hopefully they will last throughout the year. They seem like they're more something that would be on display. So I think that's a really fun addition to this packet. So those are the pages that are in the annual goals toolkit. And now we can look at the quarterly one. Let me just put these ones back. Okay. Inside the quarterly goals toolkit, we have a quarterly reset checklist. It says the quarterly reset is your opportunity to pause, reflect, and make any necessary adjustments to stay on track with your goals. And then it gives you a checklist down here that you can go through. We have a page for your quarterly intentions. So this looks very similar to the yearly intentions at the beginning of the planner, but it gives you the opportunity to fill it out quarterly. Here's a page for quarterly goals, which this I love because this is something that we really haven't seen before. This looks like one of the fold out ones. Okay, so it's a bifold. So if you wanted to break down your goals by quarter, here is a space to do that, which I absolutely love that. I think that's a great idea. Here are some quarterly reflection questions that you can ponder over, maybe journal about. Okay, and then next we have a monthly tracker. So this is a trifold, and there are actually 3 of these. So you get one for each month, and each of these boxes is 7 across. And so I'm thinking that's supposed to be each week. So I'm thinking that you list your habits here, and then you have the tracker across to just check in every time that you do those tasks. So there's the 3 of them. Okay, and then next we have 3 monthly recap pages. And this is kind of like a currently page. So it says, what am I watching? What am I listening to? What am I reading? What am I loving, eating, drinking, learning, celebrating, creating, and feeling? So I love this type of thing for like memory keeping, just to kind of remember what you were doing during each month. And then here is a page for an ideal week. So every quarter, if you set up what you think your ideal week would look like, it can kind of help you to plan out your priorities. And we know it's not actually going to go like this on a regular basis, but it's nice to just have a general idea of what you would like your week to look like. And Seer said that it's good to do this once a quarter, just because our schedules change and things that are going on in our lives change. And so it's good to refresh that every once in a while. Next, we have 3 pages for wins and highlights, where you can write down what you're celebrating and what date it was on. And there is one of those for each month. After that, we have a gratitude list, and I'm assuming that there's 3 of these also. Yes. So you have 1 gratitude page also for each month. After that, we have a yes/no list for the quarter. So what I'm saying no to this quarter, what I'm saying yes to this quarter. And then the last page that we have in the quarterly toolkit is the seasonal bucket list. So you can just write down some of the things that you'd like to accomplish for that quarter. That is everything that is inside that quarterly toolkit. I'm really loving these. I think they are a great idea just to add some extra reflections and planning space. It kind of fills the gap for things that wouldn't fit in your planner, but they are still important things to consider. Those are all the fun new things I have to show you today. They definitely have a lot of other things on their website that are still available. One thing that was released a few months ago are their new daily and weekly notebooks. So if you like a traveler's notebook system or just wanted more of a petite weekly or daily planner, they definitely have those notebooks as well. If you want to see more about those, you can check out this video right here. And I would love to hear about your favorite part of this launch. What's your favorite accessory? What's your favorite new feature? Let me know all your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.